Harry's Wife, Part 101.63. I Know Best. Hello, I'm H.G. Judah. We turn to the Mail Online with an article by Jessica Taylor that tells us Harry's wife was unresponsive to Queen Consort Camilla's attempts to give her advice and support when she first joined the royal family, Buck claims. The Duchess of Sussex was unresponsive to Queen Consort Camilla's advice to her when she first joined the firm, a royal buck has claimed. A new biography of the Queen Consort, written by Angela Levin, claims the then Duchess of Cornwall organised lunches with Harry's wife and did her best to welcome her into the family, but her advice fell flat with an unresponsive Harry's wife. Assertion of control by Camilla, doing so in a benign way with facade management, offering the benefit of her experience. Nevertheless, Harry's wife, of course, knows better than anybody else. She is the Empress of Woke, Queen of the United States, ruler of the universe. She is so clever, so well-versed in all matters, that she, of course, knows everything there is to know about fashion, which is why we've had such wonderful appearances as Kermit Goes to Church, Fridge by Valentino, Emoji Pooh Hat, the Bouncing Berry of Harlem, Chairman Mao Goes to New York, Overripe Burst Tomato Woman, Inspector Gadget Gets Booed. Yes, such is her level of sartorial supremacy that she is able to recognise that this looks really good on me and doesn't need another fitting, as Katy Perry might suggest. No. With Harry's wife, she recognises that she knows best when it comes to fashion, travel, makeup, how to solve the war between the Ukraine and Russia, how to prevent there being another outbreak of some kind of virus that creates a worldwide pandemic. Basically, the way that her narcissism operates is that she operates a facade of believing that she's a kind and decent and empathic person, but also that she knows better than anybody else with regard to what's going on, that she understands more than you do. She is a better lawyer than the most notable KC. She understands the intricacies of nuclear physics. Whatever it is she turns her hands to, she regards herself as an expert. And where you try and help her by offering observations and advice, no matter how well-intentioned, and no matter from a position of expertise, her narcissism rejects them. That's why we've seen the fashion disasters, because she thinks she knows better than the stylists. That's why she's made PR gaffes, because she thinks she knows better than the PR advisors, which may well be part of the reason why Sunshine Sachs has nothing more to do with them. And here, the Queen Consort, who, although Prince Andrew says she wasn't aristocratic enough, moves within the aristocracy and has done for years, knows a bit about the royal family. And, for her own motives associated with the prime aims, sought to educate Harry's wife in that regard. But Harry's wife, demonstrating the limitations of her mid-range narcissism, rejected that, because her narcissism saw the attempt by Camilla as a threat to control. Returning to the article, an extract of Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, a royal survivor, which was published in the Telegraph. Levin claims Camilla was keen to help Harry's wife at the beginning of her relationship with Harry, after herself struggling to be accepted by the royal family, and warmly welcomed her when she first arrived in London. In essence, I know what it's like to be on the outside too, so I'll take you under my wing. Remember, from Camilla, this isn't done from a position of emotional empathy, but because it serves her own purposes, for the purpose of controlling Harry's wife, drawing fuel from her, and managing the facade. She, of course, is utilising the truth. She does know what it's like to be an outsider. She has also experienced a situation where she found that many people disliked her as the consequence of having an affair with King Charles. Levin added King Charles, who was then Prince of Wales, enjoyed Harry's wife's company and often spoke to her about theatre and the arts. In an attempt to help the Duchess of Sussex find her feet, the Queen Consort advised her on how to handle the pressure of being in the public eye and the scrutiny she would face as a senior member of the royal family. Levin quoted an unnamed source who told her at the time she doesn't want to see anyone struggling, and she is fond of Harry's wife. Despite Camilla's efforts, Levin claimed that the Duchess seemed bored and preferred to go her own way in carving out a role for herself within the firm. The author also acknowledged the Duchess of Sussex's reputation within the family for being an incredibly hard worker, noting the cookbook she made contributions to, which had been put together by survivors of the Grenfell Tower fire in 2017. Ooh, contributions to a cookbook. Ooh, that's hard work indeed. Paying tribute to Harry's wife's work with the Grenfell community, Levin noted how the Queen Consort invited the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, plus Camilla's friend Lucia Santa Cruz, to lunch at Highgrove, and made sure the menu had been cultivated specifically from recipes in the Grenfell Tower cookbook, which Lucia described as a really nice gesture. The account detailed by Levin comes as another royal book claims the Queen Consort spluttered over her tea when Prince Harry suggested bringing in a third-party mediator to heal the rift between himself and Harry's wife and the rest of the family. In The New Royals, Queen Elizabeth's Legacy and the Future of the Crown by Katie Nicholl, which has been serialised in Vanity Fair, Nicholl wrote how relations between the Duke and Duchess and the rest of the family were most strained after Harry and Harry's wife did not come to the United Kingdom in March 2021 to attend the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial service. I think they mean March 2022, but anyway. At the time, reports claimed Harry had concerns over his family's security arrangements whilst in the United Kingdom. Nicholl wrote that King Charles, who was then Prince of Wales, invited Harry and Harry's wife to tea just weeks after the Duke of Edinburgh's memorial service, as a couple stopped off in the United Kingdom before heading to The Hague to attend an Invictus Games event. However, an unnamed family friend told Nicholl the meeting was awkward and only lasted for around 15 minutes after the Duke and Duchess were late to meet then Prince Charles and then Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla. They claimed Harry actually suggested that they use a mediator to try and sort things out, which had Charles somewhat bemused and Camilla spluttering into her tea. They added, the Queen Consort told the Duke his suggestion was ridiculous and that they would resolve their differences within the family. Well, leaving aside the half-cocked idea coming from old Ginger Bollocks, the fact is that this demonstrates another instance where two narcissists clash. Camilla, acting in a benign way, in terms of facade management, assertion of control by being pleasant towards Harry's wife, and also benignly triangulating her with the content of the cookbook at the lunch that was organised. But the fact is, it was perceived by Harry's wife as a threat to control, and therefore her narcissism rejected it. It demonstrates, of course, how often certain types of narcissists, mainly lesser and mid-range, will cut off their noses to spite their faces. That, in the pursuit of control which they gain, they then create the collateral consequence of missing out on something that was advantageous to them. But that's the way that their narcissism works, and it's important for you to understand that. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.